Hey everybody, it's Jenna Allen with Mental Health Today, and this video is going to be what men really want in a woman. I have followed this amazing relationship expert. I've probably mentioned him before in my other videos. Matthew Hussey is a relationship expert. He's absolutely incredible. I've watched videos on him and kind of like what he does for a living, and like it, it's kind of given me like perspective on men as well. Um, from my personal experience and from having friends that are guys, from talking to people, um, guys aren't as high maintenance as they seem to be. I know, like, when I was in high school, when you're in high school, you think that you have to be a certain way to get someone to like you. You have to play games. Men actually hate games. A lot of guys will not be honest about what they want sometimes because they're scared, or in the olden days men were taught that having feelings and emotions makes them weak, but it's complete bullshit actually. um which is why a lot of guys don't communicate very well, is because they are scared to be honest and vulnerable with people because they think that they're going to be judged, right? And that's why there's a lot of communication problems in relationships, because men think that, oh well, I'm emotional so I must be weak, but it's complete opposite actually. And I personally like guys that are honest and have no issues telling me how they feel. I would say what most guys look for in a girl, like a wife material or a girlfriend or whatever, is definitely someone they can be themselves with, someone that they can be comfortable being vulnerable with, somebody that they can talk to about anything, and also somebody that respects herself. I mean, we talk about, there's so many videos on how to get a guy to like you, and I mean, I'm old fashioned. I believe in just being yourself. At the end of the day, none of us are perfect. And my advice for you today isn't telling you to change who you are. This isn't me saying, oh, you can't be yourself. This is just me saying that, giving you what guys want long term. And to understand the difference between being obsessive and clingy. Clingy isn't a bad thing. And whoever's like, there's clingy is so frowned upon, but example, the guy I'm seeing, he loves my affectionate, loving side. I'm not stage 5 clingy. I'm not so clingy to the point where I forget about myself. I used to be that way when I was younger, but no, I like to have my own time. I like to do my videos. I like to work with mental health. I like to have my own life too. But when you are with your partner, it's okay to be affectionate. When you are together on a date, it's okay to be loving and affectionate. There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, that's what you should be doing. Honestly, I mean, so many people get so caught up in being over the top independent because they think that that's what guys love. Like, obviously, yes, it's important to be independent, but not, some guys actually like women who are not afraid to be loving towards them. Guys want to be loved just as much as women do. A lot of guys won't admit it because they don't, like I said, they don't like opening up about their vulnerability, right? Like, but guys want to be loved just as much as women do. And at the end of the day, guys want to feel loved. They want to feel protected. They want to feel like this woman is going to be there for them too, right? But, don't take this as I'm saying, you have to be someone you're not. This is me just giving you kind of what guys want. And some guys will even purposely, like, test a girl by sleeping with her right away to see if she respects herself. I wouldn't recommend sleeping with guys right away, because guys, if you let a guy in your heart super easily, he's not going to want to be with you, because he's going to think you're easy. And guys want a girl that actually has goals, actually loves herself and respects herself. That doesn't mean you have to be perfect. None of us are perfect, like I said. But he also wants a girl that's real and honest about her flaws and who she is, and owns who she is, right? Like, guys like girls that are not afraid to be themselves and not afraid to be real and honest and loyal, right? Another thing, guys really want a girl who is loyal and not going to cheat on him, right? And yeah, like, guys just really want someone who's genuine and real and understands him and feel listened to, right? Like, if a guy feels like he can be himself with you, he's going to fall in love with you completely. And that's what guys look for, is they want that home feeling. They want to feel protected. They want to feel loved, right? And, you know, if he's a good guy, he's not going to expect you to be perfect. He will be patient and work with you. And he also wants a woman that's patient as well, someone that's going to understand his flaws, right? And that's what it comes down to, is, right, not expecting each other to be perfect, but also respecting each other's boundaries and being there for one another in the worst of times, right? And that's the key to a healthy relationship and potential marriage, is being patient, communicating, and understanding each other. And guys don't want fake. They don't expect, yeah, like, sometimes there, like, don't get me wrong, there are guys out there that just want sex, but there's girls out there that just want sex. But real men want a real woman. They want someone that is going to be there by their side through thick and thin. A girl that's also going to set boundaries for herself in the relationship, or even just dating. If you're seeing each other, you're casually dating. Guys want a woman that is going to respect herself and not settle for less. And, you know, I've talked to many guys and they've said the same thing. Like, they will not pursue a relationship with a woman if she sleeps with them right away. And, like, 90% of them will not, because if you're going to let them take advantage of your body easily, you're telling them that, oh, I'm easy and I don't respect myself, so you can take what you want from me. Guys don't like girls like that. They will only, like, and this is why I try to tell, you know, like, I've had people in my life who've been like, why didn't he call me? Why isn't he talking to me anymore? And my friend will admit to me she slept with him on the first date, and I'm like, well, that's why, because you told him you don't have any self-respect, right? And it's not about playing hard to get. It's not about being perfect. It's not about being this independent woman that, you know, our world puts so much pressure on. Like, no. You know, it's about loving yourself and owning who you are and having standards. It's not about having to be perfect or having to play games with each other. That shit is bullshit. It's about being who you are and owning it, and not allowing people to take advantage of you. And that's what you need to remember, is there is some situations where you meet a guy and you guys click right away and you guys make love and it works out. Like I said in my last video, there is situations like that, but 90% of the time, guys will not stick around if you let them take advantage of you. And guys want a woman that has enough self-respect but also has respect for him. You know, it is an equal thing, right? And guys will desire a woman that is gonna be loyal and patient and respectful, but respecting herself. And, you know, it's okay to be clingy. If you're with the right guy, he will love your affectionate side. He'll love your loving side. Obviously, you know, there is boundaries. Like, you have to have your own life, of course, and, you know, it's definitely good to let him come to you, but guys also like girls that show interest. They like like a guy likes to feel like you're interested. If you constantly make him chase you, he's gonna get tired. Like, you have to put in the effort too. Like, you're not gonna, if it's a good, decent guy, he's not gonna dump you because you're showing affection. Like, guys actually like it because a lot of guys are shy too. Don't be afraid. Like, if you want to make the first move because he's too shy, guys like that. But just don't overdo it to the point where you're like, making him feel stalked, or, like, just both of you should come to each other, like, it's guys like girls that are not afraid to show interest, and but guys also like to pursue the woman too, right? Like, it's a balance, and just be yourself, and understand some guys are shy and don't exactly know how to tell a girl that, like, he likes her and stuff. So don't be afraid to just show that interest as well, but just also respect yourself, right? And and I think if you, like, for me, like, I'm the type of woman that will kind of tell people how it is. Like, I will, if I'm like single or whatever, and I'm like just playing the field a little bit, I'm openly honest about what I want. I don't hold back. Like, I throw it right on the table. And some guys don't like that, but that's only because those guys are the ones that are afraid of commitment. I'm not one to do the whole small talk. If I'm getting to know you, I like to ask questions. That's who I am. If you don't like it, there's the door. That's kind of how you need to look at it. Is it's okay. Okay. You don't have to ask. You don't have to pressure them and be like, oh, like, obviously don't overboard it and be like, oh, I want marriage, I want that. Like, just, don't you just say, like, this is what I'm looking for, and I'm not here to play games, and this is what I want, this is what I'm trying to pursue. And I obviously take it slow still. Very important to take it slow, but it's also important to ask questions. Otherwise, you could spend months getting to know someone and realize, well, fuck, like, I just wasted 3 months seeing this person, and they don't even want the same things as I do, right? It's definitely important to ask questions. And that's me. I throw everything on the table. I'm like, this is what I want, this is what I'm looking for. You don't like it, there's the door. And that's what it comes down to, is like, not letting rejection or letting guys that don't want commitment discourage you from finding someone that could be right for you and does want the same things, right? And just understand that there are guys out there that just want to get laid. But there's also guys out there that does want a girlfriend and want to pursue a healthy relationship and maybe get married, have kids, right? Like, but it's just about not being afraid to own who you are and be confident in yourself, love yourself, set boundaries, but also show interest in the guy too, right? Because guys love that. But for the most part, that's pretty much my advice on what guys look for in a woman. I am currently running every day, doing like fitness, so there might be times where I might do some fitness videos. I'm making a list of mental health and relationship videos that I'd like to do on my channel, so I'm still working on what I want to do next for my video. But I am pretty busy with my diet and just being quarantined. But if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment below. And if you guys have any recommendations or requests on videos you would like me to do, then just comment on the box below the video, and I will see you guys next time on Mental Health Today.